Yo, what's good, guys? So it's your boy Jaysol tapping back in it with another one. We got a ranked match, my first ranked match in SBA. So very hyped for this. We got Mayorga versus Teofimo Lopez. It was myself versus ChillCosby. Can't wait to get into this one. Let's go on with the introductions.
Ricardo Mayorga, willing to fight anyone and everyone, faced some of the best boxers in the division. Who could forget when he beat Vernon Forrest in one of the biggest upsets of the year to win a world title? There's never a dull moment with this guy. Here comes Teofimo Lopez. He won his titles at lightweight and junior welterweight.
It'll be ding-ding from first after off.
And now for the official introductions. We turn it over to the world-renowned Jimmy Lennon Jr.
All right, so here we go. I hope you guys enjoyed that intro, man. Just been trying something different. Want to make sure the production's on point. So I chose Mayorga, bro. Mayorga, dramatic fighter, slugger, wild swinging. You know, he's just a powerhouse, bro. So I went Mayorga. I've been practicing Mayorga, and ChillCosby chose Teofimo Lopez, which is Teofimo is one of my favorite fighters. So I was kind of like, you know, when he chose Teofimo, I was like, man, maybe I should fight somebody. I should play with somebody more tactical because, you know, Teofimo got the skill set, bro. So, you know, I just said, F it, you know, regardless, we're going to run it. I'm going to run this Mayorga. I'm going to do the best that I can and, you know, get some good work in. So, the thing is, like, with Teofimo, he has such an awkward style in this game. And I find it very difficult to sometimes hit him. So, I knew it was going to be, like, a tough fight. So, I was, like, kind of going in there. But let's get it, man. So, first round, I'm just, like, you know, gotta pace myself. Even though, like, Mayorga, honestly, first round, I should be going buck wild. But I wanted to see what his playstyle was at first, and then I can, you know, just start going a little crazy because Mayorga doesn't wait for anybody. You know, he's just gonna go in, he's gonna swing wild, he's gonna try to connect, he's gonna try to get some, land some bombs. As you've seen, Teofimo, ChillCosby, he landed some great counters, and I can tell he's fighting on the outside. He's not in the center of the ring. He's on the outside. He's loose footwork, doing some step backs. Just great emulation. You can tell from the Teofimo. Yeah, I like what Cosby's doing here. You know, he's doing some feints. He's really fighting on the outside. He's backing up. I'm trying to figure him out because I don't want to get caught with anything crazy. But definitely not trying to have my guard up all the time. Like, you know, I was trying to emulate how Mayorga fights. You know, he doesn't really have his guard up. He does get hit, you know, so you got to kind of emulate that. And I feel like that kind of levels things out. Plus with his power punching, you know, not saying you can't block. All I'm saying is he just doesn't really. He has a good chin. So as you can tell, we're just really trying to figure each other out, trying to fake each other, trying to see what we're going to do. So I was just kind of figuring out, and I'm like, okay, maybe halfway through this round I can start, you know, throwing some punches, start picking it up. So landed two right there, straight hook up top, trying to draw him in, seeing if he's gonna come in, and he just wasn't biting. You know, Cosby was just kind of, you know, keeping it on the outside, not falling for my feints. So wanted me to come in, as you can tell. See, once I started drawing in, he did the step back and again fought on the outside. Just good work, really good work. And as you can see there, I was practicing my feints, trying to fight on the inside, but he did a step out hook and landed that nasty straight, which was a good counter. So then now I started, okay, I'm gonna throw some wild shots. Honestly, when you miss with Mayorga, it's not bad because he honestly misses a lot of punches. He misses a lot of punches. So I'm just trying to, you know, test the waters, stalk, see what needs to be done. You know, see what he's doing. So I'm kind of reading him. So then now I know, you know, what I got to do next round. I know I'm going to have to add some pressure. And that's just going to come. But he's just doing really, really good boxing work, staying on the outside, making me miss. Like, I just missed that hook, you know, thinking that he's going to be there. But he just stepped out. And he's just like, nah, bro. Like, I'm going to make sure that you're coming towards me so I can counter you and, you know, catch you with something nice. So, you know, just the first fill-out round. Testing the waters and kind of getting ready. Then you see that Mayorga wild swing at the end. That missed, you know. But I hit him to the body, so that was good. But you know, I'm gonna do some self-critiquing right now, and I feel like the next time I go out with Mayorga, I'm gonna use taunts because that's what he does. And yeah, I'm definitely gonna do that. So we're on to the second round. I know we did the bow. I know this is supposed to be a real match, so next time I'm not doing that either. So just shout out to all my people from SBA when we do our spars, but when we're in a ranked match, yeah. We're not doing the bow. We're gonna just it's a fight. Nice inside work from both of us. You know, I was trying to punch between punches. As you can see, I caught him with that uppercut. Just timed it. Now it's just I know I heard him, so now I'm just on him, and then got him with the left. This is what happens when you play with Mayorga, bro. You gotta just you know swing for the fences and you know try to get that knockdown. You know, I thought that would have took him down, but it didn't. He actually stood up from that uppercut. So now there you go. So as you can tell, I really picked up the pace, landed another big uppercut, and just trying to get him out of there, trying to figure out where I can pick my shots, and then got a nasty uppercut to the body. So that's what it is. You know, we stepped it up. That first round, we kind of read what it was, and then I started picking it up. And that's really how Mayorga fights. Like, he kind of like gets frustrated. He's not into the boxing. He's not into the let me be patient with you. He's like, yo, if we're gonna fight, this is a street fight. We gotta go for it. So that's kind of was like the mentality I was going in. But after that, you know, I should have landed some. I should have did some taunts or you know something. Had him come to the corner in that first round. You know, did some taunts in the corner, and that's definitely what I'm gonna do. Gotta get into character. So I know I smell blood. I know he's down. Mayorga's not gonna slow down if he knocks somebody down, and then no boxer would. Knowing that Mayorga's a slugger, yo, he has to go after him. He smells blood in the water, and I definitely have to start applying more pressure and try to find another knockout if I can. Yeah, so you know, he's still fighting on the outside, but being a little more careful. He missed that punch. So now I'm just like, okay, cool. Let me try to draw him in because he's getting a little more active. Let me see if I can draw him in for another big counter. So doing that, he punched me with a jab, nice jab, another stiff jab. Great. So I caught him with that. So I'm trying to figure out like, all right, man, I gotta figure out a way to get in and land another huge punch so we can daze him. He tried to do that jab and the outside hook again, and still doing his step back, still doing some slips, but I caught him with a counter there, and I caught him with another counter, so I know I hit him twice. So he is opening up, and when he's opening up, I'm finding that. Like, I'm finding those counters.
They both want a knockout, you can tell.
You know, doing some blocking. I know, like, I was really focused, like, hey, maybe in the later rounds, like, I can just put my guard down. Like, it's okay to have it, like, in the earlier rounds, but in the later rounds, you know, maybe put my guard down, and I can let him start teeing off. But there you go. Two big bombs that I caught him with right there. I know those hurt, so I'm trying to figure out like how can I get another knockdown.
They've got some work to do.
Got 6 seconds left. I think he survived this round. Good work. So good job on him surviving. Of course, he's trying to make it a boxing match, but Mayorga is not gonna make it a boxing match. He wants it to be a slugfest. So that's what I was trying to do. We already cut him open, and we know that there's blood in the water. So this next round, we're gonna just apply the same pressure and see if we can get him out of there. But as you can see, like, even though I knocked him down, Cosby stayed in sim and stayed in emulation. He didn't go crazy with Theo. He was still boxing. So next round, you know, I'm coming out same pressure, just trying to see if I can catch him off the top. Caught him with that left hook counter, so I know I can catch him again, and he lands a crazy counter, but I land that crazy uppercut, and you know, just trying to take him down and land that right hook to the top. So this just goes back, like, Mayorga doesn't wait for anybody, so he's just like, man, if he sees something, he's gonna go for it, and that's the mentality that I went in this match with. If I see him hurt, if I see anything, I'm not gonna give him time to rest. We slugging it out. Later rounds, you're gonna get to tee off. Like, I gotta try to get you out, you know, a little early. So that was the game plan, and so far it was working. So I know he's hurt, so I'm seeing red. I'm like, I'm ready. Let's go. He catches me with literally 4 punches. Just me being reckless, as Mayorga is reckless, you know, and I have my guard down. I'm just swinging for the fences. You know, we're trading. I land that punch and I get him again to the body, and he goes down for the 3rd time. It's nasty work.
I've got to see that again.
So there is the 4 knockdown rule. So we got 1 more knockdown to go. I know that. He knows that. So of course he's going to be playing defensively. I'm going to be playing aggressively. I mean, good fight nonetheless. It's just, you know, I was trying to make it a war. And, you know, I think he would have started teeing off in the later rounds, but I was trying to make it a war in the beginning rounds. So you got to kind of bring that out of your opponent too. See, I'm just right straight to it, not giving him any really time to, you know, did that wild swing, was trying to land. As you can tell, my guard is down. I wasn't really, like, you know, having the guard up. I was trying to practice the slips. He landed a nice straight. Another left hook that was shook me, but I'm still in front of him. I hit him with 2-piece, going to the body, trying to figure out how to knock him out for the last time, and I get him with 2 hooks. Great fight.
I need to see that again.
So a bit of like self-critique. After I throw some combinations and I land some combinations, I definitely like should taunt. I feel like that's what Mayorga does. You know, he lets his opponent kind of tee off on him a little bit more. Even though I was at like that 3rd round, you could tell like I didn't have my guard up. I wasn't really manual blocking. I was letting him hit me. But still, like, I still feel like if I would have like landed some combos, taunted, and made it feel more like a movie, that would have felt a lot more like Mayorga, you know. But practice makes perfect, and this was a good fight nonetheless. So shout out to ChillCosby for this. Did some really, really good work with Teofimo with the outside boxing, and it was good. You know, he tried to do some exchanges, and, you know, it worked out in my favor. And as you can see, the punch stats, I had 116, 120. Landed 30 through 30. He threw 45 in the first. I threw 48. He threw 47 in the second. I threw 38, and he threw 28 in the third. So we're not overly outputting punches, and we're both below the 30% body punch cap. And if I threw 1 more power punch, luckily I have the bomber trait. I'm at 13% for power punches. I'm literally on the mark at 15 punches. So if I threw 1 more power punch, I would have been DQ'd, and ChillCosby would have won the fight. So definitely things to be aware of, because, you know, we're talking about, hey, I'm trying to take him out quick, I'm trying to do all this, but at the end of the day, you have to understand that you got to stay within the rules in the realm of simulation. So that was close, but we got it done, and appreciate y'all, man. I hope you guys enjoyed it.